Alrighty, guys, let's go over this here as this is a new thing for me. Brand new. I just found this the other day. I've been kind of messing around with it, and I'm like, watched some tutorial videos. I practiced, played through last night, and it is amazing. I probably found my favorite way to play. I was looking for a way to play Lord of the Rings, the card game, without having to get all the cards out and do everything. And I came across this program called Dragn cards, and I was like, "Oh, this looks cool. Let me try this." And so I got on the site, registered. It's a free. It's absolutely free to play, and then I realized, well, wait a minute. This also plays Marvel Champions. It plays Lord of the Rings living card game. It plays like 5 or 6 of the games that I play. I might have found like the best way for me to play some of these games. So let's take a look at it to kind of show it off. I am not an expert at this. I just found this, but I think I know a few things now to show it off and kind of show people what it can do because if you're playing Marvel Champions, Lord of the Rings, the card game, Arkham Horror, any of these, you can literally play it on this site and get it to play smooth and quick and easy and simple, and it's just beautiful. So, let me take you to. There we go. Let me make that a little bit bigger. There we go. All right. So the name of this is Dragn Cards, but there's no O in the dragon. It's Dragn. Dragn. So it's Dragn cards.com. No O. So it's basically the word dragon with no O. If you do it right, you will come to this site and you can see you have to register. You just get on and create your own account and everything, blah, blah, blah. But you can see it has Marvel Champions. It has Earthborn Rangers. I don't play Earthborn Rangers right now, but I might because of this site. Who knows? Star Wars, the deck building game. It does the Lord of the Rings, the living card game. It does Arkham Horror, living card game. And it does the War of the Ring card game. All of those. So let's just kind of show it off a little bit. All right. So we're going to go into Marvel Champions. Obviously, if you wanted to play Lord of the Rings, I will show you Lord of the Rings first because we're going to be playing Marvel Champions. But say you're wanting to play Lord of the Rings, the living card game. And you're simply going to create a room, and you can create it public or private, depending on what you want to do. I'm just going to create a private one. All right, it gives you a little tutorial or a little like hint over here. You can say okay. And how many players? We're just going to play one. Now, this site uses the Rings database site. So if you are on the Rings database site and you've created your own decks, you've created things, you can see this is my deck here that has Detamir, Gimli, and Legolas. And this is a deck that I created in my account. All I have to do is copy this URL. Just copy it. And then go back into Dragn Cards. And I'm just going to go into menu. And I'm going to go load. And I'm going to load via URL. And I'm just going to paste in the URL. And I'm going to say OK. And it's going to import my deck. And there are my characters. Right there is Legolas. Right there is Gimli. And there is Denethor. Right there. And of course, if I wanted to move, no. If I wanted to, I didn't mean to put them together like that. So simply just go and clear table. Mark is incomplete. Okay. One player, we can just load it again. This time I'll be a little bit more careful about what I'm doing. Alright, so this time, I can move the characters around. if you want to have certain characters in certain spots or whatever. But there's my deck. There's all my characters. It's already drawn. My starting hand. This is my deck of guards. And then we can basically go in and load in a mission. So we can say load in pre-built deck. We can go in and say, okay, I'm going to play the core set. Look at all the stuff it has. I'm going to play the core set. I'm going to do the passage through Mirkwood. And I'm going to play it on normal. And there it is. There is the mission right there with part 1. It's already drawn the special search effect cards. Search the encounter deck for 1 copy of Forest Spider, 1 copy of the Old Forest Road, and add them to the staging area. It's already done all this stuff for you. This program is amazing. Cardboard Commander, what's going on, my friend? I am just in awe of what's going on with this program. It is absolutely beautiful if you want to play Lord of the Rings, Marvel Champions, the Arkham Horror living card game, War of the Ring, and Earthborn Rangers. I mean, it's just awesome. So I will, so then you can just, okay, I'm going to go in and boom, we're going to go with the first thing. You see what happens. It goes to the resource phases here. And boom, we click on and it added the resources to my characters. It drew a card for me. It tells you everything that happens down here in the corner. It's just amazing. And so now you just play through the game. It doesn't restrict anything. There's no rule enforcement or anything like that. Like if I just want to go and, oh, hey, guess what? I'm going to just add a whole bunch of resources to this character. It does have a tab feature which gives you all the hotkeys, and it explains to you like what everything in all the hotkeys, and so you can play this very quickly. So to adding resources, you can see is 1. To add resources, you hover your mouse on the top half of a card. If you put it on the bottom half, it's to remove resources. So you can see like up here, I can just hit 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and look, he's got 18 resources now. If I go to the bottom half and I hit 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, I can remove resources just as quickly. And you can do the same thing with health and progress and all of the other attack modifiers, this, that, and the other thing. So I found this for Lord of the Rings, which is beautiful and awesome, and I can't wait to actually play this. But here's the thing. I'm going away for like 5 days, so I didn't want to get started on something and then, have to take a 5-day break and then come back. So I'm not going to start the Lord of the Rings campaign until next week when I come back from my vacation. So in the meantime, we can actually go to the main site and look at the Marvel Champions. It's basically the same thing. I just showed you. You can go to Marvel Champions. There is a little tutorial to learn some of the things about how to do things, or you can watch a tutorial video, whatever. I'm going to create a room. I'm going to create a private room. Italy 43 should be our next challenge. Wow, that is an unfair advantage you have, sir. How well does this mix encounter sets? This is more of an Arkham Horror question, admittedly, but I don't know. When I do side scenarios in the Arkham Horror campaign, I like to shuffle something in from the main campaign. Never played any of these games. I'm just catching up on the chat, so just give me a second here. We could also play season ticket football. I don't play season ticket football. I don't like season ticket. You're hooked on that one. Oof, I might have to try it. I don't like the baseball game. I might try the football game at some point, but I haven't actually played that one yet. I'm going to be going away for a week, 5 days. So how well does, the question was, how well does it mix encounter sets for Arkham Horror is the question. I don't know because I haven't actually loaded that module in. We can actually do that. We can just go in, do Arkham Horror Living Card Game, create a room. Oh, you know what? I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have any. You can load pre-built deck. Here's a starter deck. Dunwich Legacy. Rex Murphy starter deck. I don't know because I haven't messed around with this module, but I'm sure it does basically the same thing as all the other ones. I mean, it's basically the same. It's basically the same thing. You're loading up whatever you want to load. Like, for example, I'll show you Marvel Champions, right? So we're going to go and create a private room for Marvel Champions. Again, if you are on the Marvel database, what's it called? Marvel CBD or whatever. What is this? Marvel CDB.com. And if you're on this site, you've created your own decks. You can see I got a Captain America deck here. And so I just copy this URL just like before. Control and C. And then I can just go into menu, load from URL. And I can just paste that URL in there. And here comes my Captain America deck. Look at that. Lovely. Then we can go in and load pre-built decks. We can go into modular sets. We can go to the core set. We can go back. Let's see here. Campaign. There's all the different campaigns. If you're going to play through the different campaigns, you can go to the Rise of the Red Skull, and then you can go to the Hydra campaign. We do not want to do that. We want to just load a scenario. Oh, there we go. So we can load up Rhino or Claw or Ultron. Let's just load in Claw. And you can see it's used all of the default information, search encounter deck for the Defense Network side scheme, and reveal it. Shuffle the encounter deck. And then for the Defense Network side scheme, it's already put that information in. It's already added 3 threat onto it because it added an additional 1 per person threat. You can see it's 2 plus 1 per person. You can see there's 3 threat on this card. And not sure why this guy came out. Did this do? No, that's not. Give 1 additional boost card for his activation. Search encounter deck for the Defense Network. I do shuffle the encounter deck, advance to 1B. Okay, and then we can flip that card over to the back side. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion. Oh, so it's already done that, and it's loaded this minion for us. Okay, that's why this minion is out here. Put that minion into play, engage with the first player. So I've got Tiger Shark engaged with me because of this side scheme. Okay, there you go. And then so again, tab shows you like how to draw cards. You can just hit D to draw cards, or you can shift D. So shift D will actually draw your up to your hand size. You can see it keeps track of your hand size here, your hit points up here. Also keeps track of the villain hit points. And so obviously there's mulliganing, right? So I can mulligan, I can discard. Oops, I hit the wrong button. It doesn't help. I can discard that. I can... We'll discard this one, and we'll discard this one, and then I can hit Shift D again, and it'll draw back up, just like I mulliganed. There you go. I'm surprised Cardboard Commander is hooked on season ticket football. That's interesting. All right, again, it doesn't like enforce any rules or anything. I can just like put out cards. I can just, like grab cards and put them out. There's no rules. Like, but if you play by the rules, it knows what you're doing and it can play along with you. So, like I said, it knows what the cards do. At most of the time, again, I'm not an expert at this, but from the videos and the people that I've talked to and seen play this, they say it normally does, like, they have to code it to do certain things. So you just have to make sure that it's doing the right thing for you. But if it doesn't, you can always change it. Like, if this didn't add the extra threat on here, I'm not screwed. I just simply add the threat. So threat is 2. So you can see threat is number 2. So I just go on my top half of and I can hit the 2 key and I add threat just like that. Boom, 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 just like that. I can just add a bunch of threat. I can subtract a bunch of threat. Same way, but on the bottom half of the card. So, let's go back to where it should be. There we go. Oh. Top half. 2, 3. There we go. So it doesn't enforce the rules, but it follows the rules. It knows what it should be doing and what you should be doing as well. So but it doesn't prevent me from like forgetting, like, if I pay this, I got to pay the resources. Well, if I forget to pay for the resources, the game's not going to be like, hey, you didn't pay for that. So it's not like an actual computer program. This is a play for yourself kind of program. You're playing the game for yourself with this program is how I would document it. But it's super quick, especially when you're learning, especially when you've got the hotkeys down, because you like, oh, I gotta draw an encounter card. What is that? Oh, it's E. So like when I go boom, boom, E. So let's just play and see how it goes. So reduce the cost of the first ally point each round by 1. So we can bring Nick Fury in for 3 cards. I didn't draw any doubles, which kind of sucks. I can deal 6 damage. That's nice. That would take care of Mr. Tiger Shark. Get him out of there. I do have to play a... Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to move on to the player turn. So it is our turn. Deals 6 damage to an enemy. If you paid for this card, I can stun him. So I will play this card. I'm going to use She-Hulk. Oh, this should be, actually, all these should go back in the deck. And then, yeah, so you can view, there's all the cards in my deck. If I need to find a certain card or whatever, and then I can actually go in and I can search. Like if it's, like, oh, I need to find a certain card. Shield, right? I get my shield. So, S-H-I-E. Where's my shield? Captain America shield, so I can just drag that card to my deck because I'm Captain America. I get my shield, and then you're going to close and shuffle, or close and keep the order, or whatever. So in this case, we're going to close and shuffle, just like that. So my deck has been shuffled again. But if you have to keep the order of your deck, you can keep the order of your deck based upon whether you're supposed to be shuffling or not. So I get my shield, actually. That's good. So I'm going to pay for this now, and I'm going to use... Let's think about this. If I use, it's going to cost me 3 cards. Or, you know what, let's go with Nick... Do we want to go with Nick Fury first, then? It would cost me 3 cards because of my Captain America special ability. Again, it's not going to be like, hey, you don't have to pay 4 resources. It's not that kind of game. Like, you have to know how to play and you have to know what you're doing. But the game will enforce, like, being able to do things. I am going to bring in Nick Fury for 4 resources. Why not? Well, for 3 resources. So we're going to play. We're going to play She-Hulk. And again, I can just D for discard. Oh, god damn it! Discard. What is discard? Discard. Where are you, discard? Alright, where are you? Discard is X. Okay, alright, so that's what I'm doing wrong. It's X. X discards. There's 1. I gotta keep 1. 2 and 3. So I've discarded my 3 resources. Oh. Hello? What happened there? Not sure if I'm like, what is going on with my keyboard here? Hello? Did I... Let me, it's like my keyboard's all wigged out all of a sudden. Hang on. And it could be can you make your own decks to play on here? Yes. I just showed that off. So I will start again. Clear table. I'm going to clear the table because something's weird's going on with this one. So I've got a pre-built deck over here on Marvel CBD. If you're on that site, if you've got your own decks, you just copy the URL, Control C. You go into Dragn cards, and we're going to go into Marvel Champions, create room, private. We go load and load URL, and I'm just going to paste in my URL, and we will have my Captain America deck all over again. There we go, just like that. Then we can go in and load up a scenario core set. We're going to load in Lino again. There we go. Flip him over to the back side. We will shift D to draw up to our hand size. Oh, because I'm flipped. So I need to draw another card. So I have 6 cards. Okay, that's better. It's pretty much like the hand we just had. So we're just going to keep it. Okay. So we'll then go into the player turn. I will play Nick Fury for 3 resources. I will play... Oh, I forgot to get my shield. Let me grab my shield first. Hang on a second. So we go into our deck. Shield. Grab our shield, and then we're going to shuffle our deck. There we go. Alright, then we will play Nick Fury. What are we going to do? 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 We're going to play Heroic Strike after this, so we want to discard. X to discard. 1. That's a bummer. 2, 3. Okay, so discarded those 3, and then Nick Fury comes into play. We are going to use him to draw 3 cards. So drawing cards is D. We're going to just 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Nice. Double resource. We got a drop kick. We got a Hulk. Cool. All right. So that was Nick Fury. We are going to flip over Captain America to his other side. I will play... This costs 2. We're going to discard our strength. No, wait, are we? That would generate a resource. Yes, we can do that. Okay, so we will discard our strength to pay for this. Then we can exhaust this. What's the key to exhaust? Exhaust a card is A. Okay, so we can exhaust this card by hitting A to get a resource to help pay for this card. And it is a physical resource, so we need to pay 3 resources. We will play 1 from the Super Soldier's Room. And we will discard is X, so we're going to discard this one, and we're going to discard Hulk to pay for it. All right, we deal 6 damage to Rhino. So again, you look at your little thing. Again, this is a super cool thing. Anything on the bottom half over here, like down here, anything, damage, threat, tokens, acceleration token, confused, stun, tough, all these tokens, if you add them by putting on the top, your mouse on the top half of the card, if you put your mouse in the bottom half, you're subtracting them. So we want to add damage. All right, so we just go to the top part of his card and we hit 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We just did 6. Oops. And then we can go here and subtract 1 because we did 6 damage. There we go. We could. I'm just wondering. Does it? Okay, and then this card, we can discard it because we're done with it. Then Captain America, we can exhaust Captain America. To do an attack of 2. So 2 more damage. So another 1, 2. And then Nick Fury is going to also exhaust. And he will also do 2 damage. 1, 2. So we're up to 10 damage on Rhino already. Nice. And then, this is super cool. You can ready all your cards. Let's see. There is like shift. What is it? Shift. Again, I'm not an expert at this. I just got this the other day. I've been messing around with it, and already if I can do it in a couple days, once you play this a couple times, you'll be really good and you'll be able to play really fast. There is ready all is Shift R. So if I hit Shift R, it readies everyone. Look at that. Ha ha ha. We end the player's phase. We're going to shift. What is it to shift draw up? What was it to draw up again? Shift D. Shift D draws back up to my hand size, which it knows based upon which side I'm on. Okay. So it is now place threat on the main scheme. So he is going to get 1 threat. Threat? What is threat? Threat is number 2, so I hit number 2. He's going to get 1 threat on the main scheme. Then he's going to activate against the player. So he's going to attack us. We draw an encounter card. Drawing an encounter card is E for draw the encounter card. I'm going to have Nick Fury exhaust. What was the exhaust again? Nick Fury is going to... Oops. Yes. Nick Fury is going to defend against it. We'll flip over. He's going to do a bunch of damage. And we can discard this card. Discard Nick Fury. It knows which discard pile to put the cards in, so you don't have to worry about that. Then we get a encounter card, E. So we'll draw E. If Bomb Scare is in play, assign X damage among heroes. If Bomb Scare is not in play, this card gains Surge, so we can discard this card and draw another one. Again, you can go in and look at the deck, make sure everything's in there. You got all your standard encounter sets. You have your Captain America's thing should be in here somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. There's Shadows of the Past. Oh no, I had to say it, didn't I? God damn it. We are screwed now. We are screwed now. Where's my Captain America? I just want to make sure my Captain America obligations in here somewhere. I think it should be in here. Oh, there it is, Man Out of Time right there. See, it does. So it built all this by just clicking on a few buttons, which is awesome. And then again, I can shuffle this when I close it. And now we need to draw an encounter card. Deal encounter card face up. Shift E. Oh, that's even better. Shift E. Boom. There we go. We got another one. The villain in each minion engaged with you attacks. Oh, great. So he's going to attack us again. You know what? I'm just going to let him attack me. Why not? Do I have my shield, but I didn't get my shield on yet. I don't have anything to help me with this at all. So, alright, yeah, we'll just let him punch me. So that is nothing, so it's just 2 damage. That's alright. So this gets discarded. Thank you. And I take damage. Damage was what one number was damage? Number 1. Okay, so I take 1, 2 damage from Rhino. And there you go. Boom. I mean, you just play the game. Like, you got to follow the rules. It doesn't prevent you from cheating. It doesn't prevent you from doing things. Like, I could just forget to load certain things, or I can do whatever. So, let's see. If we clobber him, deal 3 damage to an enemy, that would not knock him out. But I would get to return this card to my hand. So we're literally going to do that. So we're going to play Clobber. I'm going to use Genius to pay for that card. I will just X, make it. You can do all these, like I can drag things around and do all that, or you can just hit X. Like, I mean, once you know the keys, it's so much easier. So I deal 3 damage to an, oh, you know what? We forgot. And I was going to show you guys this. But when we punched him last time, he should have been stunned. He shouldn't have been able to attack us because of Steve's power, heroic strike. If we paid for this card using a physical resource, he stunned the enemy. So he shouldn't. Again, the game's not going to close. Yeah. So he shouldn't have been able to attack us. But again, this program isn't a computer version of Marvel Champions. It is a interface to help you play, like Tabletop Simulator, Vassal, whatever. It's just a way to help you play it with all the cards and everything for setup. So quick, so smooth. We're going to be using this for Lord of the Rings. I can't wait. I cannot wait. That's one of the things that have been holding me back, was just trying to figure out what cards I need for the different encounters and getting everything organized. And it's been like 3 weeks of work. And now I can get on this site and boom, 2 clicks and it like loads it up for me. It's just amazing. Are all the expansions and hero packs available? Yes, they are. Absolutely. I would show you, but I'm going to finish beating up Rhino, and then we'll show you the rest of this in a minute. So that was 3 damage to Rhino. So Rhino's going to get 1, 2, 3 more damage. He's got 1 hit point remaining. And then this gets returned to my hand because it was the first card I played. I'm going to play Professor. And I'm going to confuse the enemy. I should have done that. This is the reason I wanted to play that, was to show you. You can like stun and confuse. So confuse is number 5. So I can hit number 5, and that is put confused on Rhino. So Rhino is confused. Rhino is so confused. And I am going to... So I need to pay for the Professor, right? I do. Exhausting a card is A. All right. So I'm going to exhaust... One, two... I wanted to play Steve Rogers' Apartment, though. Come on. 1. I'd have to get rid of my shield. All right, we'll get rid of the shield. So, 1, 2, and we'll get rid of Clobber for 3 to pay for the Professor. We can confuse the enemy. And he will, since he can't do any attack, he might as well thwart for 3. No. All right, sorry. So he's going to thwart for 3, which is going to remove this threat. There we go. So he's going to remove the threat. I am going to... oh, hell, I don't have anything to pay for this now, do I? Damn. Son of a... All right, well, I'm going to flip over to Steve Rogers, and I'm going to recover. So again, on the bottom half of the card, I'm just going to go recover. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to keep my Steve's Apartment, and I'm going to ready everything. Readying everything is Shift R. And then I'm going to draw up to my hand size, which was Shift D. Boom, just like that. All right. His turn. He gets 1 threat at the start of the round. That is number 2. All right. He's confused. So he loses his confusion now. And now we have a encounter card. The face-up encounter card was what? Deal an encounter card, Shifty. Face up. Attached to Rhino, when there would be any amount of damage, place it here instead. There's at least 3. So he gets his armored suit. Well, that's unfortunate, because I was hoping to get him flipped this turn. That is rather unfortunate. The Professor goes away at the end of the round. All right, we're going to play Steve's Apartment and discard this card for it. And I'm going to exhaust. Exhaust is A. I don't know why I have a hard time remembering that. So I'm going to exhaust it and draw a card. And I get to draw a card with D as draw a card. Nice. 4 damage would almost take care of this. But it doesn't quite take care of it. I have no allies, so we're going to flip over to Captain America. That's rather unfortunate. We're gonna drop kick him. Yes, we'll drop kick him. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. Oh no, because it'll go. Wait a minute. So how does that happen? If you deal 4 damage to an enemy, forced to interrupt when any amount of damage we dealt to Rhino, place it here instead. So there, I don't think we get to stun him if we damage this. So I'm going to play this for 2. It gives me +1 to my attack. So I'm going to use energy for that. Oh. Energy, go away. Thank you. So it gives me +1 to my attack. So now I'm in a 3 attack, right? So Captain America is going to exhaust, do 3 damage to this, which is 1, 2, 3. I'm then going to discard a card. Discard a card to ready Captain America. Ready is A. And then I'm going to attack again for another 3, which will knock this out. Delete that. And the cool thing is it deletes all the tokens and everything that was associated with that card. You don't need to clean anything up. But that's kind of an intro. I've got to run for dinner. I would check it out. It's free. You don't have to pay for anything. And it's awesome. I love it. We're going to be playing it all the time on the channel. Exhaust is A. Yeah, I'm sure draw is for D. Once you figure them out, it's going to be very easy.